Have a nice day. Today is Monday, 9th of October 2023. 9th October is celebrated as World Postal Day. World Postal Day is celebrated on 9 October every year to raise the awareness among people about the role of the postal sector for the people and the business every day. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that government ready for any emergency situation in Israel, says Union Minister. Indian citizens in Israel should stay in contact with the embassy in Tel Aviv, says Minister V. Moralid Haran. The Hindu newspaper also states that Israel-Palestine conflict live update: Israel and Gaza at war after Hamas launches a surprise attack. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told his astounded nation in a televised address that the war against the militant group of Hamas, which launched a surprise incursion into Israel, will take time. The Hindu newspaper also states that a video of a man's body being burnt surfaces in Manipur. The 7-second video, marked as a quickie, was shared on several WhatsApp groups in Manipur. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that as Sikkim picks up pieces at T-Star third reservoir opening of its gates under lens. Sikkim's opposition SDF has demanded a forcing a probe into the dam break by central agencies after Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang saturated Saturday blamed the substandard construction of the T-Star third dam. A man walks past construction vehicles covered in debris caused by flash floods after a lake burst in Rangpur, Sikkim, October 8, 2023. Indian Express also states that Odisha train tragedy, 28 unidentified bodies to be cremated. Once again, remember the previous news. The Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation (BMC) has issued a standard operation procedure (SOP) for the disposal of the bodies following the clearance from the Central Bureau of Investigation, which has been investigating the June 2nd mishap that claimed 296 lives. More than 4 months after the triple train accident in Odisha, Balasore, the bodies of the 28 unidentified victims are said to be cremated, authorities said. The June 2nd mishap in Balasore claimed 296 lives. Indian Express also states that Ladakh Kargil Poles Congress and NC alliances takes early led BJP lags. Counting began at 8 a.m. on Sunday, and at least count the Congress and has won 7 seats. National Congress is at 4 and the BJP at 2 seats out of 26 elected seats to the council. The National Conference Congress combined on Sunday comfortably won the required number of seats to form the next executive body for the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Kargil. On October 4, Kargil recorded a voter turnout of 77% to decide the fate of 85 candidates, including 25 independents. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Iran had a hand in Hamas attacks, says Israeli envoy. Israeli Ambassador Naor Gilon has on Sunday accused Iran of having a hand in organizing the deadly terror attacks that have killed the hundreds of people, and said the support of countries such as India is needed for Israel's action to prevent the further atrocities. Hindustan Times also states that Defense Minister Rajnath Singh to embark on a 4-day visit to France, Italy from Monday. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will on Monday leave for official visit to Italy and France from October 9 to 12 to deepen defense cooperation with the two countries, a Defense Ministry spokesperson said on a Sunday. 4 months after Odisha train tragedy, 28 unclaimed bodies to be mass cremated. In what was India's worst rail accident in 3 decades, 296 passengers were killed and over 1,100, that is more than 1,000, were injured in a triple train accident in Odisha's Balasore district on June 2nd. More than 4 months after the train tragedy involving two express trains and a goods train near Bhanga Bazar station and Odisha's Balasore district killed 296 passengers and left over 1100 injured. The Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation on Sunday said 28 unclaimed bodies lying in a super frozen containers of All India Institute of Medical Science. Bhubaneswar would be mass cremated in Bhubaneswar over the next couple of days. Going towards the economy of the country, inflation may ease below 4% target in the next fiscal. Reserve Bank of India for 2024-25, assuming a normal monsoon and no further exogenous or policy shocks. Structural moral estimates indicate that inflation will average 4.5% in a range of 3.8 to 5.2%. The Reserve Bank of India said a monetary policy report of October 2023. Consumer Price Index based on inflation is expected to rise below 4% in fiscal 2024-25. If monsoon remains the normal and there are no further policy shocks, the Reserve Bank of India said. RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has said that the central bank may rethink on cutting the repo rate only when it sees CPI inflation at around 4% or below it is on a durable basis. Not much of a chance for reliable future without a private communication signal president. The messaging application is supported by the Signal Foundation, which relies on donations made by users for funds. She also spoke about how Signal responds to law enforcement agencies, including in India, the hype around the current AI platforms, attempts by big businesses to launch open source artificial intelligence models, and how Signal could help during internet shutdowns. Meredith Whitaker, the president of the Signal Foundation. 52nd GST Council meeting states a flag issue of retrospective taxation on online gaming firms. Delhi Finance Minister Atishi said tax notices are being sent for such higher amount than even the estimated valuation of the gaming industry. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman with the Union Ministry of State for the Finance Pankaj Chaudhary, Revenue Secretary Sanjay Malhotra and others during the 52nd Goods and Services Tax GST Council meeting in New Delhi on Saturday, October 7, 2023. Going towards the world news, including Israel to launch tougher military action, toll rises nearly 1,000. Israel-Hamas conflict continues as a death toll nears 1,000. What we know on day 2nd. Dozen injured, including baby in a Russian attack on Ukraine's Kherson governor. Says watch video shows Israelis Iran dome intercepting rockets from Gaza. Policeman in Egypt kills 2 Israelis and 1 Egyptian at a tourist site. Israel strikes Lebanon after Hezbollah hits Sheba farmers. Going towards the science and technology, Aditya L1 takes route correction spacecraft healthy, says Indian Space Research Organization. The spacecraft propulsion system was fired for 16 seconds on October 6 to correct its trajectory towards the L1 point. Indian Space Research Organization's launch vehicle PSLV C-57 rocket carrying India's first solar mission Aditya L1 lifted off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. Amazon launched first test satellite for the Kuiper Internet Network. The mission aims to be test Amazon's first piece of technology in the space as the e-commerce and web services giant looks to deploy 3,236 more satellites in the next few years and offer broadband internet globally. A United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket lifts off carrying Amazon's 2 prototype relay stations for a space-based internet service it calls Project Kuiper from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Cape Canaveral, Florida, United States, October 6, 2023. The launch is first to test Amazon's internet satellites in the space before deploying some 3,200 more. Nine unknown facts about Sam Altman, the visionary behind open artificial intelligence. Meet Sam Altman, the technology visionary who co-founded Open Artificial Intelligence with Elon Musk and sold his first company for $43.4 million at 19. How much do you know about the Sam Altman, the CEO of an Open AI and one of the most influential figures in the technology of the world? At last is a famous quotation said by Dr. Rabindranath Tagore, whose birth anniversary is 7 May 1861 after 8 August 1941, was an Indian poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, and a painter. He distributed the Bengali literature and music as well as the Indian art with the contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful poetry of the Gitanjali, he became in 1913 the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in the literature. Tagore's poetic songs were vivid as spiritual and mercurial, where his elegant prose and magical poetry were widely popular in the Indian subcontinent. He was a fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, also referred to as the Bard of the Bengal. Tagore was known by the sobriquets Gurudev, Kobi Guru, and Biswa Kobi. Rabindranath Tagore says a famous quotation. He says that let us unite not in spite of our differences, but through them. For differences can never be wiped away, and life would be so much the poorer without them. Let all human races keep their own personalities and yet come together, not in a uniformity that is dead, but in a unity that is living. Okay, thank you.